My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Just kidding, can't let you guys go quite yet, okay? Got a little rant. You didn't get a rant. I'm gonna give you a fucking rant, okay? I'm gonna rant at this fucking Casey's truck stop I just went to. Usually it's an okay time, so don't take it too hard like a cock in the ass. Fucking Casey's, okay? Don't take it too hard, Casey's, but I'm going to complain about your little fucking bullshit, fake-ass truck stop you got going on over here, okay? This place is a piece of fucking shit sometimes. Not really any time, but this, well, it was one other time, but and then now this time again. But I'm real upset at it right now. This Casey's, as a whole, has fallen down on my list, and now that I've not eaten their fucking pizza, you're way down on the totem pole, buddy. Okay? You fucking Casey's. Okay? I used to love Casey's. Casey's used to be the fucking place. Okay? They used to, there's no parking spots in the front. No, like spots in the front. You just park, however. And that felt cool as fuck. You had like a shingle look to your canopy. It looked old school. You go inside, people know your name. You go in there, you're in and out with a fresh slice of fucking pizza to die for. Okay? Some good shit. I used to work at a Casey's. Okay? Now, nobody made the pizza that I made because I made the good fucking pizza. If they're like, hey, you're using too much sausage, I say, I slap the fuck out of them. I hawk to it into their eyeball, and I say, shut the fuck up about the sausage usage. I'm not using too much sausage, bitch. I'm putting the right amount on there. You all didn't update the fucking list, apparently. Because the amount of sausage you tell me to put on there ain't enough. Okay, that was when I worked there. Now I got other shit to complain about. I stop off at this Casey's. I meant to stop. It's my fault. I'm mad at myself. It's what I am. Because I meant to stop in Medford, Oklahoma to get fuel because it's always been a seamless transaction, easy to do it, to get fuel in Medford. It's called a Jiffy Trip. Now, the only problem with that Jiffy Trip is there is one pump that's got two sides. So, if you're fueling up dual tanks, you're throwing that fucking handle over. And if there's two guys there, you ain't getting fuel for a little while because they're in there trying to fucking make out with the chick at the deep fryer inside. They're trying to fucking motorboat her titties, her shaggy old titties. That's what they're doing in what I call it, Medford. That's what they're doing out there. Everybody's cool, everything's fine. But if there's trucks at the pump, there's trucks at the pump, and you might as well come back tomorrow. Okay? The fuel ain't for you today, buddy. You better keep on rolling. You'll pick it up somewhere else. How about this? When you get to Wellsville, go ahead and just fuel up in Wellsville. They got a Casey's truck stop. Okay? It's a Casey's truck stop. It's for all the truckers in the world. Wrong. It's not. So I pull in there. I go to pump 11. Okay? Now, I totally forgot that I had an issue with pump 11 last time. But I get there and I pull in and, last time I had issues, whatever. This time might be different. Casey's is, they got a whole, little pickup truck full of repairmen running around fixing shit. So maybe they got it fixed, and they did, because there was actually words on the screen this time. So I said, cool, I get out, I slide my fuel card. Nothing. I put it in and I leave it in. Nothing. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I hit pay outside, pay here. Slide the card. Nothing. Nothing's working. So I'm like, well, fuck me. I guess I got to go inside. So I go inside, and there's a fucking dude on the other side of the counter. Not on the other side of the counter, but on the edge of the counter. He's playing the lottery, okay? Can I get 2 number 25s? a number 26, and what count is 27 on? Okay, never mind. I'll do a 28. Give me 213. I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up, you loitering bastard. You're not loitering because you're buying stuff, but you're gambling on a Friday. Okay, I need, the guy in front of me needs to prepay $10 worth of fuel, and all I gotta do is say, yo, I'm on pump 11. Can you turn that bitch on? That's all I gotta do. So I walk my ass in there, and yes, of course, we're waiting on Mr. Lotto Man that's been there for 3 hours to get he's gonna get the big number. You know, it's gonna be worth it. He doesn't give a fuck about you, what you got going on. He's there. He's a paying customer. He's buying lotto tickets, and he wants to, he's like, man, all right, there's been 3 losers on number 12. I bet you the next number 12 will hit, Bob. Why don't you just keep buying number 12s one at a time until they fucking hit? You get the fuck out of the way, dude. Everybody else is here just to grab something real quick, and there's only one fucking old lady that's like, I'm usually cooking in the back. I don't really know how to use the register. You're on what pump? Okay, $10. Slow as fuck. Do you have rewards? That's the worst part about the whole Casey's experience. Is every time, do you have rewards? Oh, well, of course I do have rewards. I would love to get my rewards on, that's what the guy in front of me. I would love to get all of the benefits of my $10 gas purchase in my rewards wallet on the app. Okay, go ahead and type in your number. You type in your number. Did you want to round up this and that, blah, 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 blah. Ding dong. All right, now slide your card and pay. It's like, dude, this shit takes too goddamn long. You got a line of 5 people? Might as well be 30. Everybody's there, ready, with their card out, ready to go. And it does not matter. It's going to take a long fucking time for you to get in there and get what the fuck you need. I go in there at the one next to my house to grab a gallon of milk. 20 minutes, okay? I have to allot 20 minutes. It takes me 30 minutes to get home from work. What the fuck is clicking? There's shit clicking on my fucking phone. I don't understand. Anyways, it takes me another 20 minutes to grab a gallon of milk from fucking Casey's. Why, it's like, hey, you just stop by the Casey's real quick and grab a thing of milk? I've turned her down before. I've said, nah, I'm off the clock. She said, what are you talking? I'm like, I'm off the clock. I'm not going to stand in line at Casey's for 20 minutes. I've been working all day. How about this? I'm going to come home and I'll hang out and chill with the kids, and you can run your ass up to fucking Casey's, because it's going to take for fucking ever. Everybody wants their fucking, oh, I got a soda. I got a little coupon here deal for the soda. It's only going to be 70 cents instead of 93. I would like to get my rewards on the set. Shut the fuck up, dude. Get the fuck out of here. So anyways, this Casey's, pull in. I have to go inside. I have to wait in line. I get up there. I go to prepay. Because earlier I did say, I said, you just turn on 11. Every time I've thought that phrase was gonna work. Hey, can you turn on 11? Here's the card. They're like, oh, I don't know. We take your card. Hold on, let me see. We can prepay. And then one day I did go in there, and not this one, but I went to a different place, and I'm like, yeah, let's just go ahead and prepay. Maybe that's easiest. I just prepay. If I don't use it all, guess what? It doesn't charge me at all. So let's just prepay $300. And then one lady was like, I ain't never had a prepay on diesel before. I'm like, shut the fuck up and prepay my goddamn diesel, because I need a receipt, because if I use my credit card, you don't take my fuel card. Give me the fucking receipt now, bitch. Hurry the fuck up. And then I don't even know, like, you're supposed to go back in and get a correct receipt for the exact amount, but if I turn in a receipt that says prepay 300, and then I put it on my expense report, and it was only for $235, then I feel like somebody in our company might have a little bit of a grasp on reality and be able to figure out what the fuck happened. Oh, he's got a receipt for 300. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he prepaid 300. He only pumped 235. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I go out to the truck, I grab the handle, and I notice how small it is. This is a regular fuel island diesel handle. And I remembered, as soon as I grabbed that handle, I remembered all of the problems I had at this gas station before, or this truck stop before. The pump, it shoots out slower than a garden hose, okay? Usually at like a truck stop, like an actual diesel fuel island, they have a much larger diameter handle that pumps a lot fucking faster, okay? It's nice. It's a little bit, it's one of the slight benefits you get as a trucker out here, okay? So it's trickling out at a very slow rate, and I prepaid $250 today. And I'm like at $30, and I'm like, are you fucking, I would have been filled up by now if I was using the correct handle. But all the other pumps were full at the time when I pulled in there, so I just grabbed number one. Then, so I start pumping that, and I go around to the other side, and I'm like, where the fuck is the auxiliary handle? The satellite pump. There's another pump that's connected to that pump on the other side, so if you have dual tanks, you can fill them both up at the same time, and it just goes to that one machine. Some dumb fuck left it in their goddamn truck and ran off with it because it's missing. It's fucking gone, dude. It's gone. So I'm like, God damn it. And now I'm remembering, last time it was the same way. Where the fuck is the Casey's maintenance crew on this shit? Okay? Where the fuck are you? You ran out of big style pumps, so you put the little one on here, and then somebody ran off with the auxiliary, so you're like, we don't need that. It'll be fine. I don't know. You know, and I'm mad at myself about all this because this is the same exact situation, other than like the pumps were all a little fucked up last time I went out there. Everything worked fine for me though. But anyways, so I go over the other side, and it's a little tank on my driver's side and a big tank on my passenger side, and I was really hoping it was gonna be fine. But I fill up the little tank until I can't fill it anymore, and I throw the hose over to the other side, and it barely fucking reaches it. I'm stretching the hose out, and it's barely reaching to where, and I have to hold the handle, and I still have another $100 of my $250 to pump into this fucking tank over here. And I'm so annoyed that I have to hold it stretched out and trickle it in there at such a slow rate for another $100. Like, I waited over there for $150. But yeah, I know this doesn't make sense. I should have prepaid a lot more because I didn't realize how low I was. This truck is a little weird with having two different size tanks and a pump to pump them in between the tanks or whatever. You know, it's like, I don't fucking know. It's fucking weird. But anyways, like I was saying, I gave up. I was like, fuck this, I'm throwing it out. Fuck it. I'm only going to pump out whatever I pumped out. It was like $175. I said, you know what? That'll make me, I'll go to another fucking fuel stop. It's faster for me to go to another fuel stop at this point in time. And then I'm like, I kind of have to pee, listening to that slow trickle out of the fucking diesel handle. So I'm like, all right, we're out of here, bud. And, well, no, I need to go piss. So usually you're supposed to pull forward before you leave the fuel island so somebody else can get there. I said, I'm doing you a favor by taking up this fucking stall. So I just left my truck there, ran inside real quick, went the wrong direction because usually the fucking, I don't know, all the cases are set up a little bit different. I went to the wrong side of the fucking store for the fucking restroom. So I had to walk to the other side, but not a big deal. I'm fat. I need to get the steps in. Okay. Go over there. It's a single stall restroom, and there's a guy in there, and I can hear him taking a shit. And I'm like, God damn it. And then I remembered last time I was here, everything was overflowed in there. I was like walking around in piss and toilet paper and shit water when I was inside. I was like, God damn it, I don't even want to go in there. This guy's going to overflow the fucking toilet. He's going to jet out of here. I'm going to go in there, and then it's going to look like I fucking overflowed the toilet. I've been fucking uh, uh, framed for that before at our shop. I was the first guy into the shop, and the toilet was fucking overflowed everywhere. And I'm like, whoa. And I get in my truck and I leave, and I call my boss, and I say, hey, the fucking toilet's overflowed down there. I got somewhere to be. Just courtesy letting you know. And no, they all look at me now as I'm the guy that flooded the fucking toilet. And they're like, we had to reach in there with gloves and get your shit out of the fucking toilet. I'm like, buddy, I did not shit in that fucking toilet. I didn't do anything with it. I walked in, noticed it was overflowed, and I let somebody know. That's all I did. I did more than the guy that fucking overflowed it. I'll tell you that right now. Doesn't matter what I say. I look like a guy that would clog a fucking toilet and walk off. So, anyways, um, I'm like, fuck this place, fuck everything. I'm out of here. I go out, get my truck, and I drive off. And here I am, and I just had to rant. I was like, you know what? The podcast didn't get a nice little rant today, so I'm gonna give you a rant. I don't know if that's what you guys like to hear, but I really like to fucking express my emotions. So I did. I came back. Here we are. The deal is I'm going to be out of time. I'm going to have to personal convey home. Not long, but some of the time home. I'm going to have to personal convey. And then I'm going to get to the shop. I'm going to park this I'm going to fuel it up, and then I'm going to park this piece of shit. And then I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to leave. And then tomorrow morning, guess what? On my nice day off, I'm going to wake up early in the morning and drive back to work. I'm not going to work. I'm going to load up the mower, and I'm going to take the mower to the house and help my neighbor get, that portion of both of our yards cleaned up. I'm going to mulch it up nice and good like. And then it's going to be a long day tomorrow also. I'm not too excited about what's going on, but it needs to be done. I'm pretty sure I already explained all that in the previous pod. I just stopped. I got the burger at that Red Barn place. It was delicious. I called in. I said, hey, it's me again. She's like, who? I'm like, it's me. Don't you remember? I ordered 3 patties with no bun, and surprise. So she was like, actually, that's funny. I do remember you because that was such a weird order. I'm like, yes. Well, I'm coming back through. Can you do that again? And she said, for sure. I didn't even have to tell her what I wanted other than I said I ordered 3 patties, no bun. She's like, I got you. I know it. And I like that spirit. That's really cool. So I got that ordered. I got there. It was fresh, steamy hot by the time I got there and started eating it, and it was delicious. I ate dinner a little early today, quite a bit early, because that was at like 3:40, 3:45-ish. It's when I ate dinner. And I ate lunch at 11. So there's only a 4-hour period in between. I ate a lot of food in a short amount of time, realistically. But I don't think I'm going to need to eat the rest of the day. And now I can keep my dip in all the way through, go all the way home. Everything will be fine. We're going to have a good day. Ish, kind of. I hope I could keep these sunglasses on the entire time. I don't think the sun's going to go down by the time I get there, but now, I don't know, with all these stops that I'm going to have to make, which means I'm going to have to make one more stop, because I still have to piss, and I'm going to need, I might not need fuel, but I don't know. I probably won't get fuel. I do need to pee, though. Kind of bad. I forgot I had to until I started talking about it again. So anyways, there's the rant. Now you can keep all 18 down, and I'll talk to you later. Hello again. Here we are. We're rolling. We're having a good day. Not really. It's one of the worst days I can think of. You might be thinking to yourself, this guy's just making it up. No, I'm not making it up. This is this is not a good day. It was gonna be a great day. I was just gonna come in. I was gonna actually make it to the Monday meeting, which I haven't made to in a while. Make it to the Monday meeting, shoot the shit with some guys, maybe even drink a cup of coffee. No, did not drink coffee. I woke up later than I wanted to, but still on time. I was able to make it there on time, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Things were going great, and I get in and I start looking around at a bunch of fresh faces. When I say fresh faces, what do you think? Do you think I'm looking around, there's new people? No. Well, there is a couple of new people. But no, the fresh faces I'm talking about is everybody was shaved. And I was like, ooh, I missed it. And then I hear the office lady walking around to everybody else that ain't shaved saying, hey, are you able to shave today? Hey, are you able to shave today? And I just looked at another guy and I said, I made a mistake by coming here, didn't I? And he's like, yes, you did. I was like, God damn it. I have to shave to be fitted for a fucking mask. Guess what size I wear? Large. Guess what the biggest size is? Large. I have to be fitted for the large mask. I'm still a large bitch. I'm not saying bitch to anybody, by the way. Just a little angry, okay? There's no specific person I'm thinking of when I say bitch. Because nobody's a bitch there. Everybody's a great person. I like them all. They're fun hangs. But they forced me to shave. And I said, hey, can I pretty please wait until after I get back from Florida? Because I'm going to Florida. I'm going to see one of my best friends. We're spending a lot of money to go on this trip. We're going to take lots of pictures, and I don't want to look like a fat sack of shit. When I shave, I gain 15 pounds. What do you think that works? And it's all in the neck. I look like a normal guy when I have a beard. When I shave, I look like the fucking fat fuck that I don't like at work. I look just like him. So, anyways, she said, I really don't want to be mean to you, but I really need you to shave, and I don't want to have to put up with any of this bullshit anymore. I said, God damn it. Fine. Fine. Hey, no worries. I'll go shave real quick. So I did shave, but I left a lot. I knew I didn't have to shave the entire thing. I tried doing like the chin strap, then I just looked weird as fuck. So I went ahead and I shaved off most of it, except I do have a patch on my chin, but it really pisses me off. Like, if there was ever a reason for me to want to quit this fucking job, it's that I have to shave once a year for no fucking reason. Well, we need to make sure the mask fits. Alright, hold on. When we go on jobs where the mask is needed to be worn, I don't fucking wear it. You know why? Because I'm running the truck. There's no reason I need to shave for any fucking reason. I do my due diligence to make arrangements before we go out on a job like that. I'm like, hey man, I don't need to shave. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't need to shave. And they're like, you do? I'm like, for why? He's like, because you might have to get in the tank. I'm like, guess what? I will fucking kill somebody before I get in that fucking tank. I'm not shaving, bitch. And then they usually will say, okay, fine. All right, he doesn't have to shave. Everybody else does. And then things go well. Things are good. But me not even having to go into a tank, I have to shave. I'm not going into a tank for a long if I do go into a tank, it's going to be a long fucking time from now. So, yeah, I don't know. Very upset that I had to shave 2 weeks right before my fucking vacation. People are like, oh, it's 2 weeks, it'll grow back quick. Not really. It really doesn't. It used to. Not so much anymore. Every time I shave, that could be the last time I ever shave, because It takes forever for it to grow back. Roughly a year for me to be comfortable. Oh, man. So it's just a real big pain in the fucking dick. I had to do it. Whatever. I'm going to quit whining about it because you already know how I feel about it. I'm not happy about it. And I walk by my coworkers and they all snicker at me and I'm like, hey, bitch, I will get some toilet paper. I haven't taken a shit today, but I will grab a roll of toilet paper, like on my hand, wipe my ass, and then shove it down your throat. That's clean ass. A clean ass wipe. You know, I'm not going to put shit in your mouth, but I will wipe my ass with toilet paper and shove it in your mouth if you fucking snicker at my fucking fat fucking face again. Just kidding. I don't get that defensive about it. But, I mean, I am pretty. Josh was walking by earlier, and he's like, he just smiled and snickered. And I said, hey, man, body positivity over here. Please, I need all of it. I need everybody to say, you look fine. Every time somebody says, you look fine. You look fine. You're normal. I say, well, you don't tell me I look fine any other time, but you're telling me I look fine now. So that makes me feel like I don't look fine. Not fine at all. So, anyways, yep, I woke up, had a good weekend. Had a real good weekend. So let me just bring it back. Friday, all I did was I offloaded and I just drove down there, offloaded, and drove all the way back. It was a long fucking time because rarely do we ever drive down there and all the way back same day. No matter how quick anything goes, it's still rough. But I did it. I got 14 hours for Friday, which isn't a whole lot. I mean, it is a lot. It's a long fucking day, but it's not a crazy, not one of those horrible days. So I got back to the shop, and I had been talking to my neighbor about using the brush hog and stuff, and I said, yeah, I'm going to be out of hours today, so I'm going to grab it Saturday morning. Well, by the time I got to the shop, I said, you know what, fuck that. I do not want to get up on Saturday morning, because my neighbor only had a limited amount of time to help also, and I was hoping that I could just go out there with him and just get it all knocked out. So I said, I ain't going to waste 2.5 hours, not really, but it could be 2.5 hours in the morning to get this fucking mower picked up and brought home. So I'm just going to take it home tonight, and I did, and I used personal conveyance, and everything worked out great. Got the mower, brush hog thing, and I parked it at my house overnight, and then Saturday morning, 7 a.m., I'm out there, ready to rip, and I'm mowing my yard first, and I call my neighbor, I'm like, yo, where you at? He's like, oh, I just woke up. It's 8 o'clock by now. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm out here doing things. So he's like, all right. So he got up, he got out there. And it worked amazing. So he trimmed, so it's just like a fuck ton of vines on my fence. It makes my fence about 6 feet wide and about 10 foot tall. And it's a regular chain link, like 4-foot chain link fence. It's nothing special. So, we had to trim it all off, get it all to fall down. There's a bunch of thick vines that the hedge trimmers couldn't handle, so I used his pole saw. And I was trying to cut down a small sapling tree, and it blew the chain off of it. And I was like, God damn it. So I already fucked up his chain. So I'm using the trimmers, and luckily, he proceeded to tell me, he's like, dude, I got these trimmers at Home Depot. They were a return. I got them for $10, dude. The guy said they had a short in it, but I plugged it in and it works out just fine. And he did his whole side of his fence, like trimmed all the vines down and shit. I was like, oh, cool. So he let me use his trimmers, and I used them, and I got halfway through, and these fucking things burnt up. They straight up burnt the fuck up. I was like, God damn it. So I blew the chain off of his pole saw, and now I fucking ruined his hedge trimmers. I'm like, God damn it. Every time I borrow something from this guy, or even just use anything of his, it comes back fucked up. So I feel bad. But he's like, no, no, don't worry about it. They were $10. It was, it's kind of an impulse buy, anyways. Don't worry about it. Luckily, I had hedge trimmers also, so I was able to finish the job. And we get down, and there is a vine, the size of a snack plate. I don't know what do you call the smaller plates? You have dinner plates, and then you have snack plates. It's the size of a fucking snack plate. It's a vine for sure too. It's a fucking huge fucking vine coming right out of the ground. So he brings over his actual chainsaw, and we go through and we chop all this stuff down. And then I'm as it's all falling, as we're peeling back the vines and stuff, I'm mowing it over with the brush hog. Well, I hit that fucking vine stump, is what I'll call it. I fucking hit that motherfucker, and the mower did not like that. The brush hog did not like hitting that thick motherfucker. So it threw the blades out of whack, and I had to pull it off to the side. Luckily, I had my trailer right there, so I could drive the front end of the mower up onto the trailer and get underneath it and look at it. And so brush hog, it has swinging blades. The blades swing. And it's got a little bolt to keep them from swinging too far. And I'm guessing when I hit that fucking, I mean, it could have been under normal operation. I have no idea. But I'm guessing probably hitting that giant fucking stump. It hit and it pushed those blades back too far. So, kind of past the bolt a little bit. And I grabbed a hammer, I grabbed a Allen wrench, because it's an Allen wrench that holds those blades, or the blade bolt on. And I'm trying, but it just spinning the whole deck. So I'm like, fuck. I'm just going to take it back to work, and I'm going to let everybody know what happened, except for what happened. I'm just going to say, I don't know if those bolts are wearing out, and that's what I did. I told one guy exactly what happened. He's like, yeah, you should probably just tell him it was under normal operation. I'm like, okay. So, anyways, they got it fixed. It's already fixed. It was a really simple fix. You just take those bolts out. You need like an air hammer or fucking impact to blow those off, because they're already super tight, and then it's got a blade wedged up against it. So they just needed to use some power tools on it to pull that bolt out, put the blade back, put those bolts back. Everything's fine. And so anyways, that was part of the weekend. I fired up my burn pit. So I have a burn barrel that's rusted out bad, like real bad. It's a horrible piece of shit, and I got it from my buddy. And I asked for it. I said, can I have that barrel? He's like, it's a piece of shit. I was like, please, can I have it? And he's like, yes, you can have it. Because I figured I'd just put it in one spot, and as long as, the burn is inside the barrel, it'll be cleaner. Because right now I have like a center block fire pit, which is not a good idea, by the way, because they get hot and then they just crack and they break. And now I have a pile of broken center blocks in my backyard, surrounding a fire pit, and it's got nails and glass and all kinds of shit in it. So it's not a great fire pit to have. But anyways, I grabbed a new barrel from work. They had a bunch of barrels sitting out next to the crusher. Well, not to the crusher, but to the metal bin where they'll bring the excavator over there and they'll just smash them down, throw them into the metal dumpster, and we'll recycle them. But I grabbed one of those barrels. Is in really good shape. Brand new. It still had the ring on it. Still had the lid. Still had the seal. All the caps. Everything's good. So I took that home. So I got a brand new burn barrel. So I threw the old burn barrel off to the side, but it was packed full of cardboard and shit that I never got around to burning. So I flipped it upside down and I banged it on the ground, and there's a fucking snake in there. Like a big fucking snake. Like not a horribly big snake, but this thing was at least 4.5 foot long. And it was a garter snake, I believe. It was green and red and yellow. I don't know. It looked like a garter snake. But I wasn't exactly sure. I was like, these red spots look fucking mean on this. I don't know what the fuck this snake is exactly. So it sneaks off into the fire pit. Before I burned the fire pit, it was all, just ash and sticks and stuff. And it runs into my fire pit, and I fucking smacked the shit. I fucking killed the snake. I killed the snake, okay? Sorry to all the animal people out there that were like, that's a good snake. This fucking is on my property. And it was striking at me. This motherfucker was striking at me. The board, I was like just trying to fuck with it a little bit at first, and it fucking struck the board and bit the board. I was like, oh! Whack, 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 whack. And I fucking got him. I got him done. I made sure he's completely dead. And then I chucked him into my wooded area. So he will be replenished by microbials and other bugs. I watch Ants Canada, okay? I know how this works. Other bugs will eat it. It's good. Good for the environment. So, anyways, big fucking snake. Like the little garter snakes, yeah, I'll just scare them off, whatever. But this one was fucking big. And I know what some people are saying. Well, the only reason he's big is because he's eating a lot of stuff on your property. I'm like, all right, understood. Maybe it wasn't a great idea to kill it, but he was in my immediate working area, and he was vicious. Okay, so he had to go. Yeah, I don't care if he crawls on my foot. I'm gonna scream and piss my pants. Yeah, not cool. And if my little kids come out and he fucking, I don't know. You could, having kids, you can always use those as an excuse. If that thing goes after my kids, I'm gonna have to do it. I had to get rid of them. Anyways, fucking, I'm a dumbass. Anyways, got the burn barrel fired up, got the fire pit fired up. I wanted to just burn everything out of the fire pit. I wanted to get that all taken care of. I have a bunch of big logs that are decaying. Like they're rotting out from the inside out. So I brought those over and burned a couple of those logs. I still have a few I need to burn. And, yeah, everything was good. I weed-eated. I went around. I cleaned. I mean, my backyard is looking pretty snazzy right now. I just need to look. I don't really like the fact of putting chemicals on my yard to, like, treat it for stuff. So, I don't know. I might just keep it all natural. But my patio, where all the bricks are, grass is growing up in between every single brick, the entire thing, and it gets way overgrown. They're all weeds. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I need to figure out some sort of a chemical solution I can just pour on my patio so the patio won't get the weeds in it. And then I have like another area where I have a ton of like snakes and lizards back there. They all are just everywhere. So I need to keep up with the maintenance at least around the house so these animals won't be next to my house. Also, the mouse in my grill is still alive. I didn't know if he burned up or whatever, but no, he's still in my grill because I went to go cook some food on it over the weekend, and he was right there, and I just turned on burners away from him first. I turned on the burners on the other side of the grill first, closed the lid, let it heat up. I'm like, he'll get the fuck out. I should really kill the mouse, but I don't know. I don't want him to burn up in my fucking grill. So I just turned up the grill, a little bit at a time, and eventually, I bet you he got out. If not, that's kind of gross that I cooked a mouse in my fucking grill. But whatever, it happens. Worse things have happened. Oh, dude, the other truck goes 77. This one goes 79. That's insane. What else did we do? So the last two podcasts, I believe, I hinted towards I was doing something this weekend with my buddy. Yeah, it was a surprise. I did not want to ruin the surprise. I know he listens, so I didn't want to get too into depth with all that. So I was trying to tiptoe around it a little bit here and there, but yeah, we had a his girlfriend's really awesome. She set it up. She invited a couple of his buddies, me included, over to have a nice meal at the other place, the place where we tried to eat once before, and they basically said, we can't feed you." And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, we're done." I'm like, "It's 6 o'clock on a Thursday." They're like, "Yeah, we're closing shop." I'm like, "You're closing?" They're like, "Well, we're not closing, but we're not letting anybody else come in." I'm like, I mean, we can wait. And they're like, "Yeah, no, no." I'm like, "So what's going on here?" She's like, "Yeah, you can come in, but you can't sit down, and you can't have a table, and you can't get food." I'm like, "What the fuck is up with this place?" She was dancing around the fact of, they're like, "We're lazy as fuck, and we don't want to work," is what it sounded like. And it was really the cooks in the back that were like, "We're fucking backed up. We can't handle this." It's like, dude, this is not a good look. You guys just opened like a week ago, and now this is you can't handle a Thursday night at 6 o'clock. The fuck? So I really didn't have high hopes for the place, but we ended up. That's where we had the dinner, and it was good. I mean, a mushroom and Swiss with bacon. Two patties. Should have did three, but I ate the kids' burger basically, so it'll be all right. And it was really good. They have really good looking mozzarella sticks and all. I mean, I bet you everything there is really good, but I'm not doing the bread thing, so that really excludes me from a lot of the stuff. But they had cottage cheese as a side, so that I was like, that's perfect. Mushroom Swiss with cottage cheese? Hell yeah, brother. Like I said earlier, I did do some grilling. We do this really cool. It's one of my favorite fucking meals ever, and it's super duper simple. You have 2 cans of pineapple, the bigger ones. I don't know if they're like the 16 ounce or 20 ounce, but the bigger can of pineapple, or it might just be a can of pineapple. I don't know. I don't know the sizes of shit, but 2 cans of pineapple, and go to the meat counter and get pineapple brats. And they're just in skinless too, skinless pineapple brats. And you grab them, you take them home, and you make 5 meatballs out of each brat. And you put them on a skewer, starting with a pineapple. So you put the pineapple, you put the juice into a water bottle, and you keep the pineapple separated. And then you, on the skewers, start with the pineapple, and just alternate all the way to the end. 5 meatballs per skewer. And I got some Slaps barbecue seasoning. It was recommended to me by my wife's friend's husband. So I got some Slaps barbecue. I put some of that on a couple of them, and it was good. It was really good. And then you just grill them up. Just set them on the grill and just rotate them a quarter of a turn every now and again, and they'll get like the nice dark grill marks on them. And while they're cooking, you grab the pineapple juice in the water bottle and you squirt them, and it really puts a perfect fucking glaze on these things. And then you just take them off the skewers, put them on the pan, and set them in the middle of the table, and just let people eat at them. And the kids, I'm not kidding, they ate almost every single. I kept a good portion for my lunches. I got some for lunch today. But oh god, I could eat that whole platter of them. It is so good. So we ate that, and then the next day, Sunday night, my wife made a roast. But I don't know, the first roast she decided to make, she's like, "This is my mom's recipe. I'm going to make this roast." So, well, I don't know if it's her mom's recipe, but it's a recipe her mom does for roast. and you put it in the crock pot and you let it sit there for like 6 or 7 hours or something, and you pull the bone right out of it, and it just, all the meat is just melting. It's just so fucking tender. And the first time that's how it was, but every single time since then, it has not been that tender. And I don't know what is different about it. Maybe it's a different type of roast. I'm not sure. But it's. I'm not gonna say it was tough, but it was. It wasn't tender. So, anyways, and that kind of confirms that she's probably not gonna eat any more of it. So I have an entire roast of meat for me to eat, and I think it only gets better the more you heat it up. You know, like you heat it up, refrigerate, heat it up, refrigerate. It just keeps getting better until it gets old. So I got plenty of meat, which is nice. Nice protein dense dinners lately, which is really cool. Um, so let's go back to Sunday. I was working. Or no, I wasn't working. I was just hanging out at the house. I had just started this was Saturday. No, this was Sunday. I don't know what fucking day it was. But the lady trucker, she's like, hey, how's the truck doing? And I'm like, the truck's doing fine. I was like, are you using that truck? She's like, yeah, I'm using that truck all week. I'm doing that has load run. So she took my fucking job. The other chick that took my job, she left. But now this other chick is back, and now she took my fucking job, which is understandable. Now she took my fucking truck, which is fine. This truck is comfortable too. And this one actually runs better, I think. Well, because I'm running at 1700 RPM right now, so I mean it's running way better. It runs way fucking better. She's like, how's the truck? Is all the paperwork up to date? I was like, yeah, everything's fine. But I did not fuel up the truck when I parked it there. But I'm going to be headed back there with the brush hog later on, and I'm going to fuel it up, and it'll be ready to go for you. She said, okay, cool. And then about an hour later, she texts me. She's like, where are the fucking keys? I'm like, well, I haven't been there yet. The keys are with me. She's like, why the fuck are you taking the keys home? I'm like, hey, ho, like I thought I was on the schedule to use that truck on Monday anyways, so it shouldn't have fucking mattered. Well, my kid is sick and I need to get home and blah blah. Like, she is really on one. I'm like, whoa, well, relax. I'll show up over there. Just give me, half an hour to 40 minutes and I'll be there. She's like, my kid is sick at home and I can't. I'm like, just set the phone down, wait for her to hang up. Because I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're fucking nuts. I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do for you unless I show up with the keys. So I'm on my way right now. She's like, well, you shouldn't have had the fucking. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Relax, I'm on my way. So I show up over there. I have to kind of give her a little bit of a rundown on the truck because she's never ran this fucking truck ever. And she thought this truck was struggling on fucking hills. She's gonna find a truck that's struggling on the fucking hills. Like, that's the one you wanted. You fucking hoe. Jesus Christ. You'd have been better off just going down and being like, oh, well, he's got the keys to that truck, so I'll just use the other truck. The truck that she used already, it would have been fine. But no. So, I had to show up over there, which, yeah, I'm sitting in my underwear watching TV, just hanging out. I'm really just being lazy on Sunday. But I had to get up, throw some clothes on, get the brush hog chained down to the trailer. I could not find my fucking sunglasses. I couldn't do anything. But I got it all taken care of. got over there, gave her the keys, gave her the rundown on the truck. Do not hit the reverse flow switch, please. If you do anything, don't hit that button. And said, yeah, good luck on the fucking hills. She complains about this truck on the hills. It's a 10-speed. Like, good luck then. You're going to complain about this truck on the hills. Good luck. See you later, crazy hoe. And then, yeah, I show up today, have to shave. Got my paperwork done and everything last night. Drank a protein shake this morning. I'm going to try to start doing one of those little protein shakes every day. Even at the hotel, I mean, if I go to the hotel and they have like the sausage, I'll eat that, and maybe some fruit. But I'm not going to be eating their bacon. The bacon it's too wishy-washy. And to tell you the truth, some of the times I do wake up a lot later than I should because I want the breakfast to be ready. And the hotel I normally stay at, the breakfast isn't ready until 6:30. So I gotta wait until like then. But I think I brought protein shakes for me today, each day, so I'll just do those in the mornings, and I need to grab a case of them at some point in time. Oh, man. I'm tired today. Got plenty of sleep, but here's my exit. Yeah, I talked to one of the mechanics, and he's like, dude, why'd you take those keys home? I'm like, because I thought I was using that truck today. I've been using that truck for the last 3 weeks. I thought I was using it today because I'm doing the same jobs, and I didn't even fuel it up because it would have been on me. These guys parked their fucking truck in the roundabout. Let's hope I don't fucking hit it. Fucking maintenance workers. Gotta have them, but they sure are fucking dumb sometimes. Let's just park our truck right in the middle of the fucking roundabout. That's a good idea. He's like, well, like, I don't even care that you took the keys home. I'm more worried that she called me freaking the fuck out, trying to get me all riled up to fucking fix her problems. I'm like, oh, yeah, she does that. And then even another guy, he's like, dude, she freaked the fuck out on me. I'm like, I know. She's a fucking wild fucking woman. And one guy, he's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. Ever since she got back, she's been very upset. She put in a ton of applications, she was telling me, and she's just waiting for one of them to bite. So, I don't know. Maybe she'll be... I like her. I mean, for the most part, I do like her. I'm glad she's around. But she is a lot to handle. She's got... It's a fucking nightmare anytime anything doesn't... Even if things are going right, she's fucking pissed off and fucking crazy. So, maybe it is time for her to move on. I don't know. She'll do what she does. I'd rather her stick around. It would be nice if she gave my fucking job back, but, you know, she's been really short on money. So, her having that will help her bounce back faster. She'll get plenty of... I mean... I get plenty of hours doing it. She acts like if she doesn't get it done as quickly as possible, the world's going to end. And I'm like, relax. And then, you know, she should, if I was her, I would have charged the time to go pick up the truck, because you're saving time there. But I highly doubt she's billing that for driving up there and grabbing the truck, because she's got a truck stop near her house, like in her backyard. So she just leaves the truck parked at the truck stop So, and then the place where she's going is only like 20 minutes down the road, so nice and quick for her in the morning. But whatever. Today I'm in Lawrence. I just got into Lawrence here. I'm gonna run over, and I gotta suit up and all this shit. But I gotta grab a load of water, take it to the landfill. Um, yeah, it's just how it has to be disposed of. It's scrubber water. It's nothing. It's been treated heavily treated to be non-hazardous, so it's basically water is what it is. Just really fucking hot water. Take this to the landfill, dump it off, and go get loaded at the power plant and head down there. Unfortunately, my hotel is booked up, so I'm gonna have to find another hotel to stay at, which kind of stinks. Stinks a lot. I might stay in Woodard. One of the guys was telling me that I should stay in Woodard, so I might try that out. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, this truck is a little bit of a dog. I was trying to make that turn before the traffic got up to me. I thought it would do it, but it was fucking slow. Shifted 4 times in the intersection. That's what it did. Like, Jesus Christ, go, motherfucker. And I'm empty. So it'll be a lot worse when I'm loaded, I think. I feel like drinking another protein shake. I shouldn't. I brought 2 of them. I don't know. I drank 1 and I brought 2. I don't know why I brought 2 of them because I'm only going to stay out one night. Just now realizing that. And I brought one tray of roast, or like little to go thing of roast, and another one has got my pineapple brats in it. And I cannot wait to eat these pineapple brats. And that's all I brought. I didn't bring any extra fruit or anything, so I might have to stop and grab something at some point in time. I am thirsty. I could use water. Replenish. All right. Yeah, it should be a pretty simple day today. Go over here, get loaded, go to landfill, go get loaded, and head to a hotel. Might try that Woodard one. I'll look it up while I'm getting loaded over here. But yeah, that's gonna do it for right now. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am loaded, and I am leaving the power plant right now. I am getting out of here. Gonna go ahead and hit the open road. I'm staying in a new hotel. I already booked it. Woodward. I don't think there's 2 W's in there. I think it's Woodard, Oklahoma. Holiday Inn. Should be a good time. I looked at it. They look like they got a big old truck parking area. So let's just hope that's what it is. I mean, I zoomed in on Google Maps, but are those updated? I'm going to go ahead and say they are. So I should be able to park and have a great time. There's no places to eat nearby. So my plan is to probably just go through Alva and eat where I normally eat, and then keep on trucking. At least that's a plan. Is it a good plan? Probably not, but oh well. I got to stop up here. I got to turn this truck off and back on because it's been having all kinds of these issues. Hill start assist failure, hill hold feature unavailable, seek service, ABS, traction control, and truck doing a burnout, and then plus a gear that's red with a exclamation point, a stop sign with an X1, and a yellow triangle with an exclamation point 1, and another symbol showing that the hill start is unavailable. So we turn the truck off. This is how you fix shit. And then you turn the key back. Wait for all these lights to kind of figure out. And I'm not pressing hill start to reactivate. And we're good. So, it's just, that's how sometimes these things work. You just got to turn them off and back on. Turn our lights on. I will say we're a little overweight. Knowing that I'm overweight is more of an issue. I wish I just didn't know. But this truck has a suspension load gauge on it, and I was almost dead nuts perfect on my last my haul I did earlier. I was 79,400. That's a good load. And it's got a suspension load gauge, and it said that I was at 56 to 57, sitting on basically flat ground, not moving. And I was like, cool. And I was like, I'm going to use that to my advantage this time. So I get here and I start, getting ready to load. And I grab the measuring stick, and now, so there's two frac tanks. One frac tank has a graph on the front of it that tells you whenever you put a stick in there what inch means how many gallons, and it's easy to read, easy peasy. And then the other tank, the one that I was pulling from, does not have that graph. They are roughly the same shape and size frac tanks, so I just decided I would go off of the graph on the other tank, and that'll get me at least close. And last time I did that, I didn't even pull it all the way on, and I was way underweight. I was like 5,000 underweight, which is like only 400, 500 gallons, which is not a whole lot. So this time I pulled it down to where I wanted it to be at 4,200 gallons, according to the other tank's graph. Well, let me back up. So right after I started loading, I called up the rental company that rents out these frac tanks, because I've done it several times before, where I call them up and I know the guy. I used to work with him. I say, yo, man, there's a frac tank. It's out here. It has no graph on it. Here's the serial number. And he says, check your email. And then I check my email, and then there's a graph right there, ready to go. Boom. Shaka laka. Good job, dude. Thank you, sir. So I tried the same thing. Last week I texted the guy twice to see if he could help me out, and no response whatsoever. He should have said something like, I'm in Iowa, I don't work there anymore, or something like that, because that's what the other guy told me. But the other guy, he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I'm like, it's a 21,000 gallon frac tank. It's out here at the power plant. It's supposed to have a graph on the side. If I give you the serial number, can you look it up and give me the graph? Because it's like a title to, there's more information about the thing. You just look up the VIN number. He said, I still don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to have to get back with you. I'll call you back. I'm like, okay. And then he calls me back. I'm still loading at the time. He's like, hey, yeah, all right. So I got a guy that knows what you're talking about. He's gonna be here in like an hour and a half. I'm like, well, that's not gonna fucking work. I'm in the middle of loading right now. I was hoping to get it quickly. I forgot about it until I got here. But I texted that one guy. He's like, oh yeah, he doesn't work over here anymore. He works in Iowa or some shit. I don't know. I'm like, oh, cool. Great news. And another guy that works there that I know, Ronnie, I texted him last week also, and he said, I'm on vacation. So then I texted him and I said, when you coming back from vacation? Because the guy that's in there has all of the tools to get what I need. He just doesn't know what to do. Like, just look up this frac tank, look at the specifications, and it should have one file that's for the graph, and it's supposed to be printed out onto a sticker and put on the side of the fucking tanks, which they never are, or they're painted over or something. But no, this one just didn't have one at all. So, oh well. Yeah, pulled it, and so now I'm sitting at 61 pounds. I started out at 24, so 24 to 55, 26 ish, or 27 ish, 20. Fuck, I don't know. 30, 30, 30. Fucking math. You know, math. Um, that equals almost perfect load, and I get in, and because it's what I was hauling earlier was water, and this is not water. This is selenium water, and it has a totally different weight per gallon. I don't know if I can pull out of here or not. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this one truck over here. Oh, and then there's another one too. Oh God, I should have went turning left. Fuck going right. I came from the right side, and there was too much shit going on. Now there's a tree branch just hanging down over the road. I can't fucking see past, and it's like right there. So if I roll out and there's a car happens to be right there, I'm gonna be kind of fucked. All right, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Nobody coming that way and nobody coming this way. I think we're good. Man, oh, there comes a truck, but I'm already in my lane, so we should be fine. The problem is people fly on these back roads because I'm one of them. And if you fly over this hill, you're not going to even see me until you're fucking over the hill already. Kind of a pain in the ass. So anyways, I still don't have a graph. I don't have anything. I measured it. I thought I pulled what should be pretty normal. Because, if my boss, he has one graph in his office. And I'm like, do you know which frac tank that goes to? He's like, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. I'm like, they are not all the same. He's like, yeah, they are. I'm like, no, they're not. Some of them have extra shit on the inside of them that disperses the water more. So there goes an inch or two, or even just like a half inch. And then some of them have a staircase in them. So then you have to measure with the staircase. The staircase is at a slant, so and it goes up. So the volume is different for those ones. He's like, they're all 21,000. I'm like, yeah, they all are roughly 21,000, but it's different per tank. 84 inches in this tank is only equal to 60 inches in another tank. It's just the way it is. I don't know, because the regular green tank that I was pulling from. Oh, what are we doing here? Flat tire. Well, get out of the fucking road. Oh my God. Y'all could have fucking got clobbered, dude. I would have been in a lot of trouble if I would have hit you fuckers. So I'm going uphill, and I'm getting down to 58. So it's like I am pretty fucking full, but not by much. I really don't think it's that much of a difference, and it'll be all right. Not that I'm avoiding any scales, but I did check to see, because since I'm going to a new city and it's on a decent little highway, I was just making sure that see if there was any scales, state-run scales along the route, and it does not look like there are any. So that's good news for me. They're just not. I'm not going to avoid scales. There just aren't any. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Um, yeah, I don't know. So back there, just a little bit ago, I came over the hill, and there's somebody stopped on the downside of the hill, right in the middle of it, and they're like somebody else has pulled into a driveway with a flat tire, but they did not pull all the way into the driveway, and it's like, oh, you got a flat tire, can't pull into the driveway. Pull into the fucking driveway, bitch. And down there's a car in the ditch. I don't understand. There's a car just in the ditch. Something's going on over here in this town. Not sure what it is. So anyways, as long as I don't get stopped by somebody that really wants to pull out a bunch of portable scales and check my weight, I think I'll be okay. And even if I am a little overweight, it's not much. Can I fix it? No, I can't. I can't fix. I cannot fix it. I would need somebody to bring me probably 3 totes. 3 empty totes, and then I could pump off into the totes, which would be a pain in the ass, but really that's better than being a super over the road trucker getting pulled in, and then it's like, what are you supposed to do? It's a fucking zip tied, or not zip tied, but it's like the doors are tied. Nobody's allowed to open those fucking ties. I guess officers are, but it's like, I don't know. I had lunch. Stopped off at another little gas station that I like, and I grabbed hard-boiled eggs. Not good. And a peace tea. I am a fucking slut for sweet peace tea. Peace tea, lemon and orange, lemon and tea. I just love them so much. Yep, we're turning. We're having a good time. Here we go. I don't know if that burst of energy has gone away or not, because I've been yawning more. I don't think I need a fucking 5-hour energy or something like that. So I think I'm okay. But I used to, when I started this in quotations diet, I just had so much energy. And I don't know if I'm just getting used to it, and it's like going back to what I'm supposed to be, or not where I'm supposed to be, but where I'm normal. Because I lost like 10 pounds pretty quick, and I've been waiting on the other pounds to fall off, but they're not falling off as fast as I would like them to, and that probably would involve cutting out even more bullshit. Like the peace tea. Yeah, don't do the peace tea. Don't do sweet tea. I did sweet tea at the restaurant we went to the other day. Don't do that. Quit eating so much fucking fruit, you fat fuck. Maybe that. 'Cause I don't know. Since it's fruit, I feel like I can eat as much of it as I want, and that's not good, I guess. A little bit of fruit. That's what Joe Rogan would say. He said a little bit of fruit. Now, I don't know what a little bit of fruit is. Is that, a bushel of grapes? Is that one apple? Is it a little cutie orange? And I'm eating all of those all at once. You know, so maybe I am overdoing it with the fruit, but I don't know. Part of me thinks I am taking a lot of the bullshit out of my diet. It should be showing more because I would eat like the gas station I went to today. They had deep fried mushrooms, and I was like, God. They had sour cream and cheese stuffed jalapeno poppers. Oh, chicken strips. Not that I want chicken strips, but chicken strips are looking a lot better these days than they were, you know, when I would have just eaten whatever. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick with it. Oh, and dude, that protein shake I had this morning, dude, I had killer gut pains. This is the funny part of the story. So while I'm in the middle of loading, so I have two zip ties on the fucking stick, and I'm in there, I'm loading it, and I just pick up the stick a little bit to see where that bottom dipstick is, and I can kind of measure out. Okay, I got like 2 inches left, cool, and I have to shit so fucking bad. I'm like, please hurry up and get loaded. In reality, I probably should have stopped right there and everything would have been fine. But I continued to load, which was not a good idea. But I had to stop. I was like, there's nothing I can do. I even reached around outside of the pants and pushed the poop back up into my body. I was like, not yet, please, no. So I pulled the hose out of the tank, and it cleared, and I run down or waddle down to the bottom, and I close the valve, and but I leave the vacuum pump running. I'm like, whatever, it'll be fine. The hose is out of the liquid, the valve is shut. I gotta fucking go, dude. And the hose is much higher than the truck, so even if it did decide to start backflowing, which it won't, but if it did, everything was fine. The only thing was the truck was still running at 1,000 RPM with the vacuum pump running. And I run in, and I mean, not to get too personal, but this is my life, and I'm going to talk about my life. I don't give a fuck if you want to hear it or not. If you don't want to hear it, pause the podcast right now. I took a log of a shit. It was a giant fucking shit. It was fucking sticking out of the water. It was horribly big. All right, now you can resume listening to the podcast. And I felt way better afterwards. I feel great. And a part of me is like, I wish I had a little scale I could step on. Maybe I should go to one of these scales and just see if, I mean, they only read in 20s, so maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I feel way better. I've been a little bit concentrated lately. There's a big concentration of poo, and I feel great now. So I'd like to weigh myself, even though almost every single time, you could check it yourself. Wait until you have to take a shit so bad, and then go like weigh yourself, and then take a shit, and then weigh yourself, and guess what? You're gonna weigh more. How does that work? Like, oh yeah, whenever I went to, or I ate something, I weighed my food. I weighed myself, I weighed my food, and then I ate it, and then I weighed myself, and I was a pound less. And I'm like, how the fuck does that work? I literally added 1 full pound of food onto my body. And how do I weigh less? How does that even fucking make sense? So like that's the old thing. If you weigh 100 pounds and you weigh 99 pounds and you eat 1 pound of tacos, you are 1% taco. No, you're gonna weigh 98 pounds now. I don't know why. You lose weight when you eat. Maybe my scale's fucked up. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Am I supposed to use 1 foot or 2 foot or stand backwards on it? Maybe on the edges, on the corners. I don't know. The instruction manual for our scale is gone. I thought you just stand on it. Need to get back to those, not digital scale, the analog scale. But yeah, they had overall an okay day, other than having to shave my motherfucking face, which I keep forgetting about. Every time I'm start thinking, I'm like, man, I'm actually having a good day. I'm like, man, my face is a little cold. Oh, my beard is gone. It's all gone. I sent a picture to my wife. She's like, oh no. I said, yeah, I know. I should. So the one Monday meeting that I go to, I end up looking like this. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna skip the next couple of Monday meetings because bad shit happens to me when I go. The 5 weeks that I did not go, I had a beard. I go and I lose the beard. The fuck is that supposed to do? Or I should have just ran out of there. And, I'll deal with the consequences later. It's really what I should have done. Been like, I'll be back in 2 fucking weeks. Well, not in 2 weeks. In 3 weeks, I'll be back and I'll do it then. You're already overdue. Well, I promise you, I will not be doing any work that requires a face mask. I mean, if that's what you need out of me, I promise I will not go on supplied air. Ever. She's like, don't you need that mask for your job? I was like, absolutely not. I need that mask for nothing. If I need to wear a mask, I find somebody else to go on the job, and they go, and then they can wear the mask. Most people, not most, but there's a few of our people there that just don't ever do beards, and I'm like, we need those people. They never have a beard. If they have to shave, it's no big deal for them. But for me, it's life and death. So I shaved in the girls' bathroom and left fucking hairs all over the fucking counter. Because they have razors at the shop. I just fucking left all that. I was like, fuck you. Somebody else clean this shit up. You taking my beard from me? You can fucking have it. Here you go. This is what you get, girl. God damn it. Put their trash can a little bit close to the road. It's over the white line. Did I already tell you guys that I took my truck for a drive this weekend? Well, I'll tell you again. I went out there and I fired it up. I opened the hood, I hook up the battery, and I look at the fuel filter, and it's got fuel in it. So I'm like, all right, sweet, maybe this will work out. Get in, and I'm cranking and cranking and cranking, and it's not even thinking about starting. It's just like, no, man, you're gonna have to fucking take the air cleaner off and fucking spray some shit down in there. So I do. I spray some very old starting fluid that I found in my garage, like 90s, early 90s starting fluid. It looks like, I don't know. I actually have no idea, but it's a very old retro looking label, which you don't see those really. And I spray it in there. I just, undo the nut a little bit, lift up the lid a little bit, and spray it in there. Fires up, and then I let it die because I wasn't. I thought I was letting it. I thought I was going to let it idle, and no, it died, and then it would not fire back up. So I had to go get the starting fluid again, spray it in, and I'm closing the hood each time because if it fires up, I want to get going. I want to just take it for a ride. So I get it fired up again, rev the fuck out of it, feather it down, and then take it out around the block, and it was a good time. It seemed like nobody was moving around in my neighborhood until I fired that thing up, and then everybody started, driving around, and I'm like, hey, all right, watch it. I'm coming around. I'm backing out of my driveway. Watch out. I'm turning here. It's like, what? Damn, I didn't realize my fucking neighborhood got so busy so fucking fast. Of course, with me driving an unlicensed truck, uninsured truck around my block once, just to kind of, I got the bubbles. Don't tell me I got to stop again. Oof. I don't think that hard-boiled egg at the gas station was a good idea. That doesn't even sound like a good idea. Why did I do that? The hard-boiled eggs at the other place where I usually go and eat, they made those like that day, and they set them out, and there's a bunch of old farmers, and they eat them. They love them, love them, love them. But I don't know. Yeah, I took it around the block, had a good time. I opened up all 4 barrels on that thing. Fucking. And she's got, I think she's got the right amount of power. I don't think I need anything more, and I definitely don't want less. So I think we're in a really good spot with this truck. I just need to figure out why the starter sounds like complete ass, and maybe replace it with a Vortex starter, and then and put some shims in there or something, because it sounds horrible. But it works, and it sounds horrible, but it doesn't really sound like anything's getting hurt. You know what I mean? Just sounds like this starter is a little fucking old. And I'm glad I didn't take all my wiring out of it, so I could actually drive it. Oh, and I found out that I'm going to get a second quarter bonus. Is it going to be a big one? I don't know. Probably, maybe. It'll probably be normal or small, which is fine. Any sort of a bonus is really nice. And now that we're doing much better on finances, that it'll be really nice. And this bonus is coming basically after the Florida trip. So, fuck them. I don't know why I said fuck them. Who am I saying fuck them to? I get that. I'm gonna get that money, and I'm gonna put it directly into the truck. And my stepdad told me something a long time ago. He said he was talking about finances, and he was talking about his first relationship, and he came to his girlfriend or wife or whoever she was, and he said, bonuses and overtime are mine. The regular 40-hour pay period is for everybody. But anything extra I do, or any bonuses I get, they're mine, that I can use how I want to use. And I'm like, that is such a good idea. Too bad it's not going to work for me. But it sounds cool when you say that. When you're like, I did the extra work. My company, benefited. Now we get to go have some fun. So I don't know. I'm not going to really hold much water. Is that a saying? That's not going to hold much water. to me and my family, because there's always, like right now, I'm really debating on getting a new fucking deck put on my house because it's fucking horrible. So it's like spending the money is awesome, but there's always stuff that needs to be done, and the truck is important to me, but that's the only person it's important to. So just gotta keep that in mind. Now every time I want to work on that truck, I'm gonna feel selfish. But you know what? I want to do something with it. I forced the wife into letting me get those fucking graphics cards, or not graphics cards, those RAM cards for my laptop. She wasn't gonna let me at first. She's like, well, I don't know, because you're gonna need to eat out, and we just put like $800 into the savings account. She's like, you're gonna eat out, and we got the Florida trip, and there's still stuff we need to buy. I'm like, lady, get me the fucking car. I didn't say it like that, but I did, say, I'm asking you to go ahead. Like, I put it in the Amazon cart, and I could have done it myself, but, I always will check with her, because that's what a good person is supposed to do. And I said, actually, you're wrong. We are getting these RAM cards for my video game. She's like, okay. And then she did it. And then she actually called me later on and I was like, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to spend the money and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's okay. But, I really just needed one thing, $60. Like, I'm not even asking for a lot of money. It's $60. Okay. That's, what is $60? $60 is like filling up my car and eating dinner, which I guess that's quite a bit. You get, don't let any old timers hear me say that, because they're gonna be like, I could have done that for $5 back in the day. Like, well, this ain't back in the day anymore. But $60, $60 is the new $6. Back in the day, $6, you could have a whole lot of fun with $6 back in the day. Fuel up the car, get some marijuana, go get some cheeseburgers and some ice cream, play some jukebox, go to the fucking arcade. I don't know. I didn't live back then, but I imagine that's what people did. They took $6 and they just had an entire party, and they bought beer. I don't know. They just had a really good time. And now that's, $60 isn't even doing that. $60 is like, yeah, you can get a cheap meal and fill up your tank of your car, not your truck, your car, your little small car. I thought I had a Charger on my ass. It's a fucking GMC Terrain or Acadia or something. Oh, there's a trooper. Troopers are, they've been a little heavy on this road, because there's a scale right there, and you can kind of go around the scale if you wanted to going this way, but I'm not dodging no fucking scale. Even though I'm on the scale dodgers route, I'm not dodging the scale. It's just, I'm going directly east from here for a ways. But they don't know that. They won't know that till they get me pulled in. Where'd that fucking Terrain Arcadia thing go? It was right behind me. Now it's fucking gone. Sometimes they do that and oh fuck, they're right next to me. Because you look in the big mirror and you don't see them in the little mirror. They're right there. You're like, whoa, buddy, I didn't realize you were passing me. I'd have given you a little bit more room. I'd have let off the throttle a little bit. Let you go on by me. Yeah, this truck is way more power. Way more comfortable than that other truck. The seat isn't that much more comfortable, but the power rating. It's like I can actually instead of I don't know, I really want to talk to that lady trucker, give her a phone call, but she's just an angry hoe right now, so I don't want to get into that with her. But I'd like to call her up and be like, "How's that truck treating you?" She's gonna have a lot to say about it. This thing's a piece of shit. I was going 20 miles an hour uphill. Like, no, you actually weren't, because I've done that route loaded and not used the manual button just to see what the difference is, and the difference ain't much. You know, even downshifting, it really doesn't do much because it takes so long for it to fucking shift. You're just rolling uphill, slowing down until it fucking and then it shifts, and then it won't give you the fucking power. It's pretty ridiculous, is what that fucking thing is. So I'm excited to hear her woes about the truck with the keys that I took home. I'm a motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. You should have just taken this fucking truck. But, you know, she's not going to live correctly. She wouldn't be who she is if you didn't hear her bitching about something every fucking day. I bitch about stuff too, but I seriously take most of it lighthearted, except for shaving my face. It may sound a little lighthearted, but I am deeply pained. Deeply. I'm going to stay away from the mirrors. And I'm staying in a totally different town. I'm getting out of town. I can't stand this. But I don't know. It'll be fine once it should grow out to a little bit of stubble. At least I got the double part of my chin is covered up. So I think we'll be okay. Anyways, I think I've fucking rattled off enough dumb, stupid shit to you guys already. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Keep all 18 down, and talk to you later.